Registration office has been registering young people to obtain their NRCs. As an office that collects money from taxpayers for them to do their work, we are saddened that they are doing a slow process. We are aware that young people in Livingstone are anxious to be part of the change, to be part of the revolution that will bring change to this country. But they've been affected by the slow pace at which they obtain their NRCs here in Livingstone. And more to that, we realize that all the children that were around 11 years in 2011, in 2021 they will be 21 years old. And the only government they've seen in their teenage life or in their young adult life is PF. And so they are ready to participate in voting, getting their voters card. But the first step is to get an NRC. And so if you deny them the right to get the NRC through frustration in the process, delayment, and only accepting few members per month, we are aware there is a scheme by the ruling party to make sure that young people in Southern Province, in Northwestern, in Western Province, Central Province, the perceived UPND strongholds, they want to frustrate the collection of NRCs. And as young people and leaders of this party, we want to register our displeasure. And we are not going to be crybabies anymore. We are going to make sure that every young person in Livingstone collects NRC. Now, we have been told, we are aware that they've brought now the coronavirus test kits in Livingstone. And these test kits to us, we are informed they employ to declare Livingstone as an epicenter. Right now, they've started going around in these wards, the 16 wards, except the PF wards, they are not going to collect blood samples. We are aware they want to collect the blood samples and do these tests so that in a few days from now, they will declare Livingstone as an epicenter for coronavirus. We are not denying that there's no coronavirus. But if we are going to use the coronavirus to make sure that there will be no movement, to make sure that the collection of NRCs is frustrated, then we will reject these schemes. And these schemes not only come to Southern Province, to Western Province, and to Northwestern. We are aware right now that we have been recruited to are going door to door, collecting blood samples from the citizens of Livingstone in all the 16 wards except the PF ward, Kariba ward. Right now, journalists, I want to challenge you, go check in the compound. People are going, collecting blood samples, door to door. So, if by 1st August, Livingstone will be declared an epicenter for coronavirus, we are going to bus our youths to Northern Security, where they are going to launch the mobile NRC. We are aware it has been announced by the government that mobile NRC registration will be done by 1st August in the Northern Security. Whereas in the Southern Security, they want to have corona cases skyrocketing. And so we're not going to sit back and cry as babies. We are going to bus our people to Northern Province. And so through you, we want to tell Kampiongo, the Minister of Home Affairs, and all those who are in this scheme, that if we cannot beat us, we are going to go there where there will be no coronavirus, where they are going to issue NRCs in thousands per week. You may be saddened to note that in Southern Province, for the officers there, they're under pressure. You find that initially they wanted to be giving 20 people per day. By 12 hours, they close the offices. So they're under pressure not to give more NRCs, not to register more people. So what they're doing now is that we are also pressuring them. And if coronavirus becomes an excuse, we will go where there will be no coronavirus. What we want is that any young person in Livingstone who has reached the age of 16 must collect the NRC without any hindrance, without any ploy of coronavirus. We are aware of that. And so I want to address the nation and the rest of Livingstone through the media that don't worry. We are going to register anyone, and we are going to make sure that anyone who's above the age of 16 collects their NRC. More to that, if this coronavirus testing they're doing right now, if they'll be pushing the cases to go up to 18th October, when we will launch the mobile voter registration, we are also, say, in the same vein, we will collect money from well-wishers, from donors, and bus our people and have them registered as voters in the Northern Circuit. So we are ready. If you think you are going to beat us by your game, we also play by your game. So we just want to warn you that we are aware of all your schemes, and we are prepared and not going to waste time. We're not going to be crybabies. For us, we are waiting to take Akainde Chilema to State House come 2021. Yes. And we are ready. And no scheme will delay us. Only God, not a human being, not even Kaiser Zulu, not even Kampiongo. We are ready and we are taking over power. Correct. This is the message we are sending to the nation, and no stronghold for UPND will be declared the epicenters. We don't want to see cases skyrocketing in southern, western, northwest, and central province. If there is no coronavirus, or if this disease is not as spread as this it is in other countries, let us not use this as a weapon to deny us the human right. There are benefits for young people to get NRCs. One, they need to get employed. Some of them are going to college next year. How are they going to college next year if their right to collect NRC is frustrated? The same NRC will help them to get employed. How are they going to be employed if the same process to get NRC is frustrated? We want to say that youths in southern province are all Zambians, and we should not deny them the right to get an NRC, the right to be registered as voters. That's the message we have for you this morning.
Yes. Forward.
My vice will say
Zambia.
Forward.
Zambia.
Forward.
Thank you so much, our journalists, for giving us this opportunity to come and cover up this important event in Livingstone. Comrades, as we all know that the PF government, they are ready to do anything to stay in power. But we are not going to let them do that. Us as Livingstone youths, Southern Province youths, and youth of Zambia at large, we are not going to allow them hold into power using their scrupulous means. We are not going to allow that. Zambian people, Zambian youth, they are very loving people. We are not a violent people, more especially when it comes to Southern Province. We've been labeled as tribalists. I'm a Bemba. I don't come from Southern Province, but I was given an opportunity to serve in this party in UPND. Why did they vote for me if they were a tribal party? Why?
Yes.
I'm Bemba by tribal. I don't come from Southern Province, despite me having a wife who's from here, but I'm a Northerner. So we are trying to warn our friends from PF to say, let the will of people prevail in 2021.
Forward.
Let the will of people prevail in 2021. What happened in 2016, what happened in 2015 is not going to happen in 2021.
Forward.
Those sangomas that they used in 2016 and 2015, they won't be there. Because now the game is the Zambian people against the PF. It's not a UPND against the PF. The Zambian people now, they know what they want. They know what they've been going through. They've suffered a lot in the hands of the tyrant government. We are not going to give them any chance to govern this government in 2021. I, as Livingstone 1, I'm saying this, I'm going to waste my resources, I'm going to mobilize my youths. Even if they are not going to allow our youths to get the NRCs, we are going to use our own means for our youths to get those NRCs. If it means us ferrying our youths to Northern Province there, to Eastern Province, where they are giving them NRCs every day, 100, 300, 400 NRCs in a day, we will do that. We'll mobilize our resources and take our youths there so that they can also get their NRCs from the areas there. My other concern, and our concern as the youth of Livingstone and Southern Province, we've got people saying no, Northern Province, no Eastern Province, no Copperbelt Province is a no-go area for HH. This is not their country. HH is a Zambian asset. HH has a right to travel to any province, to any district. Just the way Chimbakamwili, Harikalaba, even Edgar Lungu can travel to any part of the country. Even HH has got those rights to do that because he's a Zambian citizen. HH is not a foreigner. We had people like Arabi. Rupia Banda was the president. Rupia Banda was never booed in Southern Province. Mwanawasa was not booed in Southern Province. Chirua was not booed in Southern Province. But why is this incumbent president was booed in Southern Province? That shows that there's something that is not doing right to the youth of this country. For the youths to stand up and booing is not a crime. Booing is a disapproval to say no, what you are doing is not okay. It's not a crime.